羽ばたいたら踊れない飛べて目指した
So this is another Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. Well, yeah, you're gonna see some gameplay, but we're gonna talk about Sasuke Uchiha. So it's been confirmed that another Sasuke is coming to the game. So we've got two Sasukes from range. Just to recap, so what you can see on the screen, this Sasuke, remember he has Chidori, fire style fireball jutsu, and Karin. So yeah, fireball, it's got that Chidori lightning, Karin brings down lightning from the sky, and regular substitution, yeah. Which you might have seen from my previous videos or whatever. But yeah, so the other range one, we got that move. I can't remember what it's called. You pull enemies towards you, and once they come towards you, once they connect with you, let me put it like that. Once they connect with you, you bring out this like Amaterasu kind of spike. You bring out this kind of spike that comes out of your body, like this black flame. So you pull the enemy towards you and you hit them with this black flame, Amaterasu. If you're familiar with the anime, you know what I'm talking about. So we got that. We had heavenly hand power, Renegon. You swap your enemy, which is useful in different situations. And his ult is basically, I'm gonna say it's basically a Susanoo. He charges towards you with a Susanoo. If it connects, you die. It's a one-shot kill, right? So there's some. All right, so he's gonna be defense. Apparently, it's been confirmed that he's gonna be defense. So I'm seeing mixed like reactions about it. I think some people wanted him to be attack, but when I think about it, it's probably good that he's not attack, because you could basically build your own Sasuke build right now using the Kakashi DLC and the Pain DLC. Yeah, just those two DLC, the Kakashi and Pain DLC. So first thing you could do, for example, you can put the Sharingan on your attack build, on your custom attack build, which you get from Kakashi, which if you remember from my Kakashi video, if you've seen it, that basically it just basically acts as a sub, right? And Sasuke has the Sharingan, obviously, right? So then you've got that. So you got the Sharingan so far, and then get the VR Pain, and then get Universal Pull, which adult Sasuke has. The range adult Sasuke has. Like I said, not this one that you can see here on the screen. You just saw on the screen, not that one, but the other Sasuke. So yeah, you got that pull move which adult Sasuke has. Like I said, the only difference is you get that burn effect. Then you've got planetary devastation. You also get that from the Pain DLC. Am I saying DLC? They're basically free. It's not a DLC. Basically, it comes as soon as you buy the game. You get Pain and Kakashi and some other characters. All you need to do is put Pain as a VR master, for example, and Kakashi as a VR master. Play a couple of games with them. Play a couple of games as them, or with them, or just play. Actually, literally, just play any game, whether you want to play VR missions or you want to play online. Keep doing that, and then you can get all of their ninjutsus, their clothing, all sort of stuff. So I said planetary devastation. Okay, adult Sasuke that we currently have for range, he doesn't have planetary devastation. But in the anime and even in Storm 4, he has that move. He has planetary devastation. Alright, in the anime, I remember he binds all the tail beasts together, which is pretty cool. And because I heard, I literally started playing the game, this year, 2021. But I heard from one of my streamers, one streamer that I watched, that Pain's planetary devastation used to be broken. Like apparently people from across the map, like halfway across the map, would get pulled into Pain's planetary devastation. So basically they'd all get bind together, which is basically what planetary devastation is. Everything, including the ground itself, kind of breaks apart, and you get bind together with it. And so I think, so it seems like they've nerfed it. It seems that it was broken back in the day. So I could see them adding planetary devastation in the game, because like I said, Pain, we got that pull move from Pain. We've got another pull move from Sasuke. So what's stopping them from adding another planetary devastation if they got two different pull moves, one for range, one for attack, from two different characters? But I don't know if it's gonna be, even if we get planetary devastation, I'm just speculating here, even if we do get planetary devastation, I don't know if it's gonna be like Storm 4, where Sasuke, after he binds you in the air, he goes inside his Susanoo. He goes inside his Susanoo, and then he strikes you and kills you. I don't know if it's gonna be like that, or I'm thinking, what would be even cool? What would be even like cooler than that? If cooler, is cooler even a word? I don't know. I'm bugging out. It's kind of late, and I just wanted to make this video. So if I'm stuttering a bit, and just forgive me. I just want to get this video out here. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So what I was thinking, for example, is that once Sasuke uses planetary devastation, like once you've been bind together by planetary devastation and you're up in the sky, like he kind of like just stares at you. He stares at you, and he literally creates the Amaterasu flame, and that flame just continuously starts burning you. So you're stuck in the air, and Sasuke he's basically used the Amaterasu flame on you, and you're just in the air, and you're just continuously just burning until you just literally die. Or it could be quick, like you burn very quickly and you just die. Something like that. Literally, he just stands there on the ground, he just looks up at you, give you the death stare, and you just burn up in the sky. That would be sick. That's what I was thinking. Or they could do what Ninja Storm 4 did. Well, they did what they did for Ninja Storm 4. You could do something like that. Or another one that came to mind, for example, Sasuke, he creates a Susanoo similar to the one that's in the game already, and while you're bind up in this guy, he literally shoots an arrow of the black flames at you. So he basically shoots an arrow of Amaterasu at you, and once that hits you, you're dead. So you're stuck in the air, you get shot in the air with Amaterasu, and you're dead. Something that would be pretty cool. And because what else could they do for an ult though? No, for real. Oh, because I think also in Ninja Storm 4, I think Sasuke did. By the way, if I haven't made it clear, I'm talking about Rinne Rebirth Sasuke, which is basically what this DLC is gonna be. That Sasuke, 6 bars Sasuke on the route to the one that fought Madara and Kagura. That's what I'm talking about. Right, good. So I think in Storm 4 he has this move where I think he teleports and then he Chidoris the enemy. So we can have like another heavenly hand power, another Riddergun ability where you swap the enemy, you swap the enemy, and then you have the trace to use Chidori afterwards. Sort of like Nagato, for example. Like for Nagato, this was a pretty cool mechanic that Bandai did, that this game done. So basically, once I can't really explain the Nagato DLC that well because I don't have him, but based on using him and what I've watched from YouTube videos, but there's this jutsu, I forgot what it's called, but once you activate this jutsu, it gives you another option to use another jutsu. So how can I put this? All right. After this video, go and look at the Nagato. Like look up, like for example, Gloku or Ventus SGN, and look at one of their videos of Nagato, which is pretty cool. Where you activate when you activate one ninjutsu to do another one, because if my memory serves me right, he activates his ninjutsu, and once he activates it, he can use this other ninjutsu where he shoots down missiles from the sky, for example. So it's like a secondary ability, if that makes sense. And no other character in the game has this sort of mechanic. So they could do something like that. So once you use heavenly hand power, then for a couple of seconds you have the choice to use Chidori. So that would be pretty dope. You teleport and then you can use Chidori. That would be pretty sick. Something like that. I was also thinking because back when Sasuke fought Danzo, I remember he used this Susanoo where he literally, I think he grabbed Danzo with it, because in the game all the Susanoo, they're not really melee. They're not they don't have melee attacks. They shoot projectiles, like that Susanoo right here, the one that's trying to shoot me. They all have some sort of projectile, even the Itachi one, but the Itachi one is best to use at a close range, because once Itachi pops that ult, you have more than enough time to move away from that, unless you're stunned or you're distracted. But if somebody used Itachi's Susanoo, I'm talking about the range one, by the way, the one that I just used on screen a while ago, that orange one, that big orange one with the sword. If somebody used that on me, I'd I'd quickly move out of the way. I know what I'm doing, but someone new to the game, they might get hit by it. But I normally use that as a melee type attack. But it still counts as range because it sends a shockwave towards your enemy. So yeah, it's technically range. So all the Susanos in the game right now are range. So for defense, and this would make more sense because this is defense we're talking about. We got Susanoo, which is a melee Susanoo. So Sasuke has this ability where he can grab his opponent and hold them in place, and maybe decrease the defense or attack, something like Octopus Hog, which Killer B has, where we can literally just grab the enemy and hold them in place, and you could just decrease their stats, their attack or defense, or both, something like that. And I think this could work because this technically follows the anime as well. Because like I said, Sasuke did bring out a Susanoo, but it wasn't fully formed. But instead of the Susanoo shooting projectiles like the one that we've got, like the ones that we have in the game currently, he used his Susanoo and grabbed the enemy. So that could be pretty cool. Or you can add another Sharingan ability. Because right now the Sharingan ability that we have is only for attack. Yeah, it's only for attack. And that acts as a sub. Like I said, we could have another one where it puts the enemy in some kind of genjutsu, which we have something like that already for Itachi in the game. We already have a genjutsu type move in the game for the healer Itachi. But they can make it different, mix it up somehow, where Sasuke maybe creates multiple versions of himself in this genjutsu, so he end up attacking the rank 1 or something, or this one that I'm thinking of right now, this would have made sense if Kakashi had this ability in the game. So basically a Sharingan ability where actually nah, Sharingan's a Sharingan, it doesn't matter, to be honest. Where a Sharingan ability where you can literally see your enemy's moveset. Because alright, in the game you're not gonna know what moveset the enemy has until they use them on you. That's if they're using custom characters. If they're using cosplay characters and you're familiar with the game and the anime, then you pretty much know what they're gonna use. You already know what ninjutsu, like what ult they've got. But for customs, you don't know. You won't know what the enemy has on their attack build or their range build or their healer build until you actually see them use it. And by the time you find out, that could be fatal for you. So it could be something where you activate the Sharingan, and for a couple of seconds you can just see everyone's what's it called? You could see everyone's ninjutsu. Everyone's ninjutsu, including their ult. Also, all the builds that you've seen in the game, including this one, I think you guys would want a full breakdown, right? Of what I'm using, what clothing, the ults. Because right now I'm just showing all the free DLC characters that you guys can use. Like the characters you can play as and the ones on the characters which you can use, as in you can for example take the ninjutsu or ult and use it in any way you want in your custom builds. So I don't know, just leave a comment down below. Do you guys want me to just skip that? Because I'm only, like I said, I'm only gonna do the free. I'm only gonna talk about the free characters, the one that you just get with the game. Because I haven't bought a DLC for the game. I bought 0 DLCs for the game, and I don't know. I thought about buying them, you know, but there's some issues that annoy me within the game. The modders. There's no easy way where you can verse your friend. There's no 1v1. There's no custom matches, for example. You don't get to choose what matches you want to play. So what if you don't want to play flag? What if you're just into combat, what's it called? Combat matches, where you're always getting flag. Do you see what I mean? So I think there's some things the game needs to sort out. The modders need to add custom matches. Those are the 2 big things I want to see in the game. I think that'll make the game much better than it is right now. Yeah, DLCs are cool or whatnot, but then I'm not gonna lie, after a new DLC comes out and I've played around with them, I'm seeing people use those DLCs. After a while it becomes boring. Once you've played that DLC, there's not much reason to come back to the game, especially if you're a veteran, unless you're really lucky, you're a big anime fan or something like that, like you're a true anime fan. And even the Shinobi Striker is not the only anime game you could out there. You can play Storm 4. I think there's this new anime game that came out. I don't know what it's called, but I've been seeing suggestions, like on my YouTube channel. I've seen these videos with these titles saying the best Naruto game that's come out this year or something like this. Apparently there's some other Naruto game that's really good that came out this year. I mean, what I'm saying is that there's other Naruto games that you can play apart from Shinobi Striker. So, you know, but I don't know. I think, why do I keep playing Shinobi Striker? I think I enjoy it. Plus, I'm a Naruto fan, so I think that's pretty much the biggest reason why I keep coming back to this game. It's because I'm a fan of the anime. That's pretty much the reason why I keep coming back to it. And then, oh yeah, another issue. But I think this happens in other online games as well. So, like, people keep leaving, and also you always get ganged up. There'll be 4 people fighting you, and if you know, in this game you can't fight 4 people at one time in this game, because first of all, in this game you've got auto lock, as in it doesn't matter if I'm aiming at you precisely. It doesn't matter even if I'm looking at you. Once I launch a ninjutsu like fire style whatever, it's gonna hit you, unless you manage to weave out of the way. You don't need any good aim in this game. I think I don't really like the auto lock thing where you just automatically just lock onto your character. I don't know about you guys and what you guys think, but I think it just makes the game more easier, much easier to play and much more user friendly, I guess, in the sense. But yeah, yeah. Like I said, like let me know in the comments if you guys want to see a full breakdown of the builds that you've seen in this video. Yeah. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this little talk, or my views on what I think we're gonna get for the new Sasuke DLC, or what we could possibly get. I just threw out some ideas based on what I've seen and heard and whatnot. Also, comment down below if you guys want to see me use some DLCs, especially the newer ones. Yeah, if you guys want me to buy the new DLC, the new Sasuke DLC, comment down below, and comment down below if you want me to use any other DLCs in the game. I mean, maybe if I hit 30 likes, I'll buy the Sasuke DLC. Okay, let's say that if I hit 30 likes, I'll buy the Sasuke DLC. Alright, peace out.